first, and I'm not even going to say another word on the SuperCarlinBrothers channel until I wholeheartedly thank all of you that watch this channel and all of the support you've given us over the length of the project, whether you've been a long-time viewer or you're new to the channel. We have already reached 25% of our goal for the Over the Edge project that Jay and I are working on together and you guys, and it has been out there. We told you about it 2 days ago, and we're already 25% of the way there. So for that, thank you so much. Also, hitting 10,000 subscribers. It is a ridiculous week for SuperCarlinBrothers. That was one of the goals that I expected would happen the first year of the project when we did Brotherhood 2.0, and we fell ridiculously short. But the weird thing is that we fell short, but we didn't. I gained such a different appreciation for what it meant to have 10,000 subscribers, and I feel like my relationship with you subscribers, regular viewers, is so much stronger than I ever anticipated it getting to be. You guys are the best. That being said, hey brother. So I've mentioned before that I always sort of mull over job interview questions in my head while I'm just sort of driving around town or something, especially the big questions like, what is your greatest weakness? And I've made entire videos about that exact topic before, but today I want to talk about almost a hybrid attribute that I feel like I have. An attribute that is sometimes a good thing and sometimes isn't. That is, when I am challenged on something and how I react. And definitely a hybrid attribute for me, because I can say that a lot of the times I think I handle these situations very well and very appropriately, but other times not so much. Because of how you react when you're challenged on something, it means you've come to a conclusion that you're going to do something a certain way, which usually requires some degree of premeditation and somebody telling you no. So because of the fact that you did put actual thought into it, I feel like the reaction when that happens is usually pretty emotional. If an idea or method or way of doing something is challenged, I can have any number of reactions, from anger to embarrassment to defensive to guilt to pride or even superiority. Because there are just a huge number of decisions that we have to make, and each one of those decisions comes with a completely different set of experience and knowledge and know-how. For example, with the aquariums that I sell, you always find those people that are just hell-bent on having a certain specimen in an aquarium, and if it's on my no-fly list, then there is just absolutely nothing you can say or do that is going to convince me that it is okay to put that fish or coral in your aquarium. No, you don't get to have a Goniopora. Deal with it! But then on the flip side, a decision that I may be a little less qualified to make, like a major decision such as buying a house. I can feel confident about my decision, but still feel very exposed because of my lack of experience. But I see other people I know buying houses, and surely if they can do it, I can too. Like, I can have myself fully convinced I can do it. I can go and buy a house. When somebody brings up that conversation about all of the other expenses associated with buying a house other than the mortgage. Which brings me to my next point about being challenged, the challenger and your respect for their opinion. Whenever making a major decision or thinking about pitching an idea to a group of friends of mine or something, I will have always done research. I will always have already looked into it fairly extensively so I can answer the questions I expect to be asked. But I have found two things about doing research, and one of them is that you do need to do it, and the second is that you don't need to do it too much. Because inevitably there's always that person out there posting on a forum that is just 100% certain that you should not make the decision that you are trying to make. I like to imagine those people as the type of people who wouldn't do the types of things that I do anyway. I like to think of it like we're standing next to a massive waterfall about to jump off into the basin below. And I like to think that that person is standing next to me saying, "You shouldn't buy a house. You don't know a thing about closing costs or mortgage insurance. Also, I don't think you should jump." Yeah, I'm gonna anyway. But that's not to say that I'm not willing to listen to a voice of reason. If I'm about to make a decision that has some potential risk involved, I will usually ask someone that has an idea about that decision and my abilities, like mom and dad. And in that case, a good challenging can go a long way. but I'm still probably gonna jump. So maybe today everybody just got a good old healthy dose of pensive powder and got a glimpse into my thoughts. But I did pitch this video idea to Jay and he didn't challenge it, so there you go. For my question of the day, how do you react when challenges, and do you look for opinions when you're about to make a decision? Because I know sometimes when I know a decision will be challenged, I tell no one. So leave your thoughts in the towel section down below, and also I just want to give another big thanks to everyone who supports this channel and who has already supported our Over the Edge project. And remind you that we have some really cool rewards at various donation points, so I will be sure to leave all of that information in the description below. But Jay, that is everything that I've got for you today, man. I will see you on Tuesday.